This script's been collecting dust for the last 9 months before today. Enjoy! Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned Albino's list of deal breakers. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been out to dinner with your ladies and or gentlemen that you're still getting to know and they say something that makes you go, well, this thing is done. No, it was really great meeting you, but I have to go home now and facepalm until my skull bleeds. Now, most people's idea of deal breakers would be pretty garden variety and obvious. Maybe you're a big sports fan and he said he hates your favorite team, or maybe she doesn't understand the appeal of video games. But if you're even mildly familiar with my personality, you might have guessed that my deal breakers are borderline insane, and the quantity and severity of them will probably forever keep me isolated, so I thought I'd share for the purposes of entertainment. I will warn you that they are wacky, controversial, and an accurate reflection of my psychosis. Shall we begin? I think it's really fun to learn your deal breakers by example. You won't know it's one until you feel that pain in your stomach after reading or hearing it. One of my Facebook friends posted a status that just read this: I hate slavery. That's the whole post, and as soon as I saw it, I deleted that person and blocked them so they may never taint my brain again. I hate slavery. It's hard to find a more objectively agreeable statement to say, which begs the question of why? Why would you make that a status? Who are you trying to impress? Whose support are you in search of? There are things you don't voice your opinions about because their time is over. We came to a consensus already as a nation that we didn't want slavery, half our nation at least, but nobody on the other side is posting statuses going, but they were a pretty cost-effective way to get shit done. I can't date a girl who would announce that she hates slavery because I can't ask a girl like that how she enjoyed the movie we just watched and be afraid she'll respond with 9/11 sucks. I can't date someone who likes to say that they're thirsty for knowledge. Philosophy in general is bothersome to me, and searching for answers to questions that don't matter is also a pet peeve. Where did we come from? Where do we go when we die? Oh, you're going to be the one that solves that riddle for us. But do you ever just think about how the Earth is just a tiny spinning ball perpetually warming itself on all sides by encircling a small globe of light affixed to the center of space? No. If anything, I thought about that once, said, oh, that's what that is, and then left the topic forever. Some people feel the need to revisit shit over and over again and think about it in the exact same way every time while maintaining the illusion that they've shed new light on the situation. Then they want to pretend their new age gospel is original and spread it around to everyone they meet. Did you know that the brain is the only thing in the world that actually named itself? Someone's brain looked at a brain, and their brain decided that the brain should be called the brain. Isn't that mind-shatteringly interesting? I'm sorry, what was that? I think I fell asleep in the middle of killing myself. I mostly hate the phrase thirsty for knowledge, though. When bitches are thirsty, knowledge is not what I want to provide for them. I can't date someone who tweets vague ideas about what's going on in their lives. I've read tweets that just say, well, this sucks, or I can't believe this is happening to me, and more than a few that just say LOL. Who the fuck is retweeting LOL? You're allowed to treat Twitter like a diary, provided you give people context and remind yourself you aren't the only one who can see it. If you're going to be vague, be funny about how vague you know it is. Say something like, LOL, my family just died, or that's the last time I take a bath at Chipotle. Don't annoy, intrigue. I can't date someone who says, you do you and I'll do me, and then proceeds to have problems with how other people do themselves. I can't date someone who has a weird fixation on either mangoes or eggplants. Just because you have an indie personality with low self-esteem doesn't mean it's okay for you to identify with fruit vegetables nobody gives a second thought about. I can't date someone who describes themselves as 420 friendly. You're 365 days a year friendly, and you smell like grassy taint. I can't date girls who ride skateboards because I believe the term douchebag should be male specific. I can't date people who still have rainbow filter on their profile pictures. The time of celebration has long since passed. I can't date people whose favorite comedic actor is Will Ferrell. You're allowed to enjoy some of his movies, but if you know every line from Step Brothers, I am out. I can't date people who don't fully appreciate Nicolas Cage and Keanu Reeves specifically in their foreign locale martial arts / lone agent movies, such as Man of Tai Chi, Bangkok Dangerous, and 47 Ronin. I can't date anyone who has ever said that if a presidential candidate wins, they're moving to Canada. You're not moving to Canada or anywhere else, you piece of corroding metal garbage. You said you were moving when Obama was first elected. You said it again after he was re-elected. But last I checked, you still get mail delivered to the same fucking P.O. box, you empty, threatening pocket of air. I can't date a girl who calls herself a gamer but only plays League of Legends. It's always League. A recent study claimed that women between the ages of 18 to 25 were the largest demographic of video game players, but that's a study that thinks Candy Crush gets covered by MLG. I'm not saying gaming should be male-dominant, it just is, and you're not gonna bullshit me otherwise. If you're a girl and a gamer who plays a large enough myriad of games to be accurately considered as such, that's great, and I've been trying to find you for years, if you're also attractive. I can't date someone who says they play expert on Rock Band or Guitar Hero and then fumbles their way through Slow Ride. The fact that this has happened to me more than once is one of the reasons I don't believe in God. I can't date girls who play volleyball in places other than beaches in outfits other than bikinis. I can't date swimmers. Never met a more pretentious group of people in my life. Oh, you can swim really fast? Well, cool. Next time a rapist or mugger is chasing after you, you just jump in the nearest pool. They'll never catch you. I mean, yeah, they'll circle the perimeter a few times. I'm sure they'll be so impressed with your ability to tread water, they'll have to give up. You can hold your breath for a full minute? Why don't you try 5? I'll hold your head. If humans were meant to swim competitively, it wouldn't look so stupid with people breathing in their armpit fumes with every stroke. Swimming is the best exercise, though. It burns calories and bridges. I can't date someone who tells people to wake up in the context of social issues. You really think the NSA isn't spying on us? You need to wake up. Nobody's sleeping. I can't date someone who has ever said, that's what you think. Wait, do you mean to tell me that what I just said is what I think? How is that a comeback? Hey, I'm better than you at stuff. Oh yeah, that's what you think? Yes, it is. How do you gain ground by pointing that out? I can't date girls who go mudding, although that does bring new meaning to calling you babe. And finally, I can't date girls who aren't fans of me. It sounds really egotistical because it is, and I am. If you don't think I'm the shit, you need to pack yours. I find it a major turn on when girls worship me because then we have something in common. What's Sunburned Albino like off camera? Come find out. Bring a pair of breasts and a Sharpie. Let's get to know each other. Or just DM me on Twitter with a 2-second properly visually representative phone video of you saying my name for verification purposes, and if you meet my broad yet occasionally picky standards, I'll probably reply. People say you shouldn't date fans, but I enjoy the gradual lowering of expectations as my novelty wears off and eventually they just get bored. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.